Hi there, folks, and welcome to this week's Work Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 87. Okay, so story number one, we've got the cost of a UK passport is set to rise this year. So from the 27th of March, it's going up from £72.50 to £85 for an adult passport. That is, of course, if these proposals are approved by Parliament. So just to be on the safe side, you might want to order your new passport now if it's expiring to save yourself a bit of money. Anyway, what's the percentage increase? Okay, so first of all, we can work out the rise, how much the price is rising by, and we do that by doing 85 take away £72.50, and that's going to give us a rise of £12.50, which really is quite significant when you think of what it currently costs. So how do we calculate the percentage increase or the percentage rise? So we express the increase, which is £12.50, as a percentage of what it currently costs. So we're going to divide it by £72.50. Now this makes it a decimal, so to turn it into a percentage we times by 100, and that's going to give us 17.2413 dot dot dot, but it does tell us to round our answer to the nearest percent. So because it's 0.2, that's less than 5, so we're going to keep it as 17%, so quite a significant rise there. Anyway, on to our second story to do with money. So, customers who fail to switch all their bills, so their electricity, their gas, their broadband, their insurance, their mobile phone, if they don't switch all of them, they could combined be paying up to £987 extra a year. So, how much extra is this per month? So, of course, there's all this talk just now about you should switch to the cheapest supplier and stuff. Problem is, people run busy lives and everyone's working hard and they don't actually find the time to change, but as a result, they are paying a lot more than they should be. Anyway, how much more per month? So this is for 12 months, isn't it? So to find 1 month, we're going to do 987 divided by 12, and that comes to £82.25 a month. So think of what could be done in a household per month with this much money saved. It would almost be enough to pay for a new passport, wouldn't it? But also think of what could be done with that money. It could be the weekly shop paid for. Anyway, on to story number three, and this is an interesting one. So I don't know if you remember the crocodile question in the higher maths paper, and the petition on Twitter to get the pass mark for higher maths lowered. I didn't even think it was that hard a question. If you log on to the website and go to the currents relations in the higher maths online learning portal, you can see how straightforward the question is for yourself. But of course, there was Hannah and her sweets in the GCSE paper. That was quite a tricky probability question. It turned into a quadratic. But then Australia, they had their moan about an angles question involving a 50-cent coin, which actually was quite straightforward. But anyway, it's China's turn now. And as you can see from the question here, if a ship had 26 sheep and 10 goats on board, how old is the ship's captain? I mean, how on earth are you going to answer that? Now, the reality is, guys, I'm sorry if you spent too long in this, that it's kind of like unsolvable. And it was actually asked to test what the pupils would write, to see what their problem solving and their critical thinking skills were like. So I'm going to give you a few examples just now of what some students in China wrote, and let's see if you got any of these or close to them. So first of all, the captain is at least 18 because he asked to be an adult to drive the ship. That was all right, yeah. So I wonder if you wrote anything like that. Okay, so answer number two. So the captain is 36 because 26 add 10 is 36, and the captain wanted them to add up to his age. Okay, so I wonder if you wrote anything like that. Now be honest, folks, but I think we'll agree not that good an answer. Okay, so next we've got the all too typical response. The captain's age is I don't know, I can't solve this. So that's the kind of person that maybe gives up a wee bit too easily, and we're trying to adopt a growth mindset here with our numeracy and math skills. So we've got to get something, but then 26 add 10 is 36 is only marginally better. Right, okay, so do you want to see the best answer in the whole of China? Okay, brace yourself, folks. Here we go. So the total weight of 26 sheep and 10 goats is 7,700 kilograms based on the average weight of each animal. So in China, if you're driving a ship that has more than 5,000 kilograms of cargo, you need to have possessed a boat license for 5 years. The minimum age for getting a boat's license is 23, so the captain is at least 28. Wow. And I think we've got to give that student a round of applause. Now, if you manage to get an answer like that without Googling it, you need to tweet us at CD Masterworks, Rigour Maths on Twitter, because we'd love to hear from you. But what a wonderful answer. And I hope you enjoyed that wee question. I thought it was quite interesting. Okay, so on to our last story. So from Law and Order. So there was a car chase in Seville, in Spain, and the police opened up two cars, and out came a big pile of oranges, and altogether it was 4 tons. So how many oranges were recovered? Approximately. Okay, so the problem is here you've got that there's 4 tons of oranges, and an orange weighs 96 grams, so the units are different. So we need to change them so that they're both compatible. Probably the best way to do that is to change them both into kilograms. So 4 tons is how many kilograms? Well, we're going to multiply by 1,000 because there's 1,000 kilograms in a ton. So that's going to come to 4,000 kilograms. So 96 grams is how many kilograms? Well, we change grams into kilograms by dividing by 1,000. So that's going to come to 0.096. So we basically want to say how many of these oranges go into the total weight. In other words, it's going to be a divide. And of course, you could have just changed this to grams, which would have been 4 million divided by 96. It's the equivalent calculation. But anyway, this comes to 41,666.666666. Now it does tell us to round our answer to the nearest hundred, which is here in terms of the old place value. So tens are 6, which means we're going to round up to give 7 here, and then the rest of it zeros up into the decimal point. So to the nearest 100, it's 41,700 oranges were recovered, and I think that would make quite a lot of cartons of fresh orange. But maybe that's another numeracy question in itself. We are limited by the size of these tiny boxes here after all, I suppose. Anyway, folks, there you have it, our What Solutions for the Daily Rigour issue number 87. Hope you enjoyed answering these questions as much as we enjoyed researching them for you. And stay tuned for next week's edition, when there'll be more stories for the news of the week and the numbers behind them. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and bye for now.